Time in the garden is a wonderful thing, and I mean this in both ways. Time as in spending the hours because we know how good it is for you, and also the herb thyme. It's one of those no-nonsense plants that you can put into a garden, whether you've got one pot, whether you've got a hanging basket, or whether you've got a huge space that you can turn into a veggie and herb garden. In fact, they're also so beautiful, like this little guy here. Look at this. It's got a bit of golden in it, that they form great plants in a perennial border. Plant them in and amongst your other flowers. Thymes come in many different forms, and guys, you get these low growing, like this little guy over here. Look at him, nice and flat and low, great ground cover. The golden one, which I've already touched on, and look at that baby in the front there. Look at him, beautiful golden pops of color, lovely in a low bowl, and you can imagine that on the edge of a rockery or in amongst some tougher perennials. So what do we need to know to make this guy grow and be happy? It needs loads of sun, a well-drained soil. So if you're using a potting soil mix, if you can get your hands on a herb soil mix, even better. If you're using ordinary potting soil, add a bit of river sand to it or a bit of perlite, because that helps with the drainage, and not too much water. Folks, that's why they turn brown and fall over, is because we've given them too much water. They're a Mediterranean herb. They enjoy the dryness. They grow in the Mediterranean on the rocky slopes, in shale, where we wouldn't even think that a plant could cope. So that's the recipe. Keep it simple and they will reward you endlessly. And like all herbs, the more you pick them, all right, with a nice sharp scissors, the more you pick them, wherever you've picked, you've actually pruned, all right? So where you've pruned, you know we're going to get more shoots. Never decimate the entire plant at once. So what I do suggest is that you have more than one plant. Got to have that. So we let this guy recover, and then we can go back to it in a little while.